This is a fun 3x3 card, and here's another way to use your framelits. I'm using my crease pad in place of one of my acrylic cutting plates. I'm putting the framelit with the cutting side down on the crease pad. It will not cut the image of the word bubble out all the way, and then the acrylic cutting plate over the top. And I am using the magnetic platform in my Big Shot. And you probably can't see it too well, but it just gives a line image of where the framelit would have cut that out. And then I'm going to be using my magnetic platform in an old paper pumpkin box and making a stamp press out of it. You can click here for a video of how another video of how I put my stamp press together, but that is using an old die, and then the magnetic platform. I'm just using magnets to secure my paper down, and then I'm using a cute Hostess set, and it's the cling set, and I haven't put my words on there, so I'm just making sure the sticker on there, so I'm just making sure the words are positioned properly how I want them. I'm sticking that to another clear acrylic plate that I've just taped onto my paper pumpkin box, and then it's going to place it exactly where I want it. I use Mellow Mambo ink, and the words say nuts about you. We're going to stamp a cute little squirrel in the same way. I'm going to magnet those down, and I'm going to grab the little squirrel, position him where I want him to be on my project. I'll close the lid of my stamp press and pick that stamp up, and then I'll ink it up. This time I'm going to be using crumb cake to ink up my little squirrel, and these are the old Stampin' Up! Classic ink pads. They're not the foam ones, so I can tell this needs to be re-inked, so it's nice. I'm going to just re-ink it to make it a little darker, and since the stamp press will just put it exactly back in the same spot, I re-stamped it and it made it a little darker. So now I'm going to stamp a little bit of grass in Pear Pizzazz, and I decided I needed a piece of scratch paper. You can really tell that I've used this piece of scratch paper a lot, just flipped it over. Sorry about the hair in the video. And now I'm just randomly stamping the grass pieces on there, and I'll speed this up. I just filled it all in, some I stamped off and then stamped again, and so I'll speed this process up for you. I couldn't decide what embellishment I wanted on the card. I had previously dyed some white twine, and I wasn't sure if I was going to braid it. I dyed one in Mellow Mambo, one in Pear Pizzazz. I was going to braid it or twist it. I couldn't figure out the right way to do it, so I'm just going to take my owl punch and punch out some couple hearts and attach them on. I also wanted to bring in some of the Mellow Mambo hearts with the heart border punch, and I love how they get stuck in there. It's kind of like picking food out of your teeth. I feel like picking those little hearts out of there. And then I'm just going to finish up my card. Excuse my son in the upper right hand corner. He likes to stamp with me too. And just finish up the rest of this card.